In this Ben Franklin exercise, you'll first hear a short conversation. Then there will be an in-depth analysis of the pronunciation. First, the conversation.
How long have you lived in the U.S.?
About 6 years. I moved here for grad school.
Oh, where did you go?
University of Michigan.
What did you think of the Midwest?
I liked it. The people were really friendly. I also love the snowy winters.
Yeah, you don't get too many of those here.
Nope.
How long have you lived in the U.S.?
How long have you lived in the U.S.? What's the most stressed there?
How long have you lived in the U.S.? How long have you lived in the U.S.? How long have you lived in the U.S.?
I'm hearing how as being pretty stressed. How long have you lived? Lived also a little longer. In the U.S. And then U.S. is probably the most stressed. U.S. And the pitch goes down at the end. U.S. How long have you lived in the U.S.?
How long have you lived in the U.S.? How long have you lived in the U.S.? How long have you lived in the U.S.?
How long have you? How long have you? I noticed there's a dropping the H reduction here. How long of you? So we just have an extra syllable of linking onto the NG. Long of, long of, long of, long of you, long of you. How long have you? How long have you lived in the U.S.?
How long have you lived in the U.S.? How long have you lived in the U.S.? How long have you lived in the U.S.?
In the, also unstressed, flat, said more quickly, just like long of you, long of you, long of you. Unstressed. How long have you lived in the U.S.?
How long have you lived in the U.S.? How long have you lived in the U.S.? How long have you lived in the U.S.?
About 6 years.
About 6 years. About 6 years. About. Clear stop T there. The next word begins with a consonant, so we would generally make that ending T a stop T. About 6 years.
About 6 years. About 6 years. About 6 years.
About 6 years. 6 has the most up-down shape there. About 6 years. Years. Pitch goes up a little bit at the end. He's made a statement, but he's going to keep going. He's going to say a little bit more about that.
About 6 years. About 6 years. About 6 years. I moved here for grad school.
I moved here for grad school. I moved here for grad school. Moved and grad are the most stressed there.
I moved here for grad school. I moved here for grad school. I moved here for grad school.
All of the words link together, they're smooth, but these are the peaks of pitches. I moved here for grad school. I moved here for grad school. I moved here for grad school.
I moved here for grad school. I moved here for grad school. I moved here for grad school.
Moved here. Moved here. Moved here. So the ED ending is a D sound because the sound before was voiced, in this case the V. Moved here. Moved here. He does do a light release of the D before H. Moved. Moved here.
Moved here. Moved here. Moved here for grad school.
Moved here for grad school. We have a for reduction. It's not pronounced for, is it? It's fur. Fur.
Moved here for grad school. Moved here for grad school. Moved here for grad school.
Grad school. Grad being short for graduate. What about the D here? Grad school.
Grad school. Grad school. Grad school.
Here it's a little harder to hear. He doesn't release it before the next word, which begins with a consonant. He just makes the sound grad. Tongue to the roof of the mouth, little vibration in the vocal cords. And then he goes right into the S consonant, grad school, grad school. It's a subtle sound, and if you're not used to it, then you may find as a non-native speaker that it sounds dropped. It doesn't sound dropped to us. We do hear that D, but it's certainly not as clear as the D in moved where he released it. Grad school, grad school. This is really common for ending Ds when they're followed by a word that begins with a consonant. They're not released, they're subtle.
Grad school. Grad school. Grad school.
Grad school with a dark L, it's the end of his sentence, the end of his thought group. He does not lift his tongue tip. Grad school. That is just the dark L. It's made with the tongue tip down. Do not finish this dark L. There's no need to, and it will probably mess up your dark sound. Tongue tip down, please, as you work on this word. Grad school.
Grad school. Grad school. Grad school.
Oh, where did you go?
Oh, where did you go? So the word oh said lightly, very high in pitch. Oh, oh. It's something I didn't know about this person. I'm surprised by it, or I think it's interesting. So I have a little bit more height, a little bit more emotion, engagement in my voice. Oh.
Oh, where did you go? Oh, where did you go? Oh, where did you go?
Where did you go? Where did you go? The first three words of that, less clear, definitely flatten pitch, unstressed, until we get to the stress word go. Where did you? Where did you? Where did you? Go. Go. So really different feeling there. Where did you go?
Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go?
Where did you? Did you notice that the D and the Y sound are combining to make a J sound? Where did you? 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 Where did you go?
Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go?
University of Michigan.
University of Michigan. University of Michigan. Okay, so the word university, 5 syllables long. Stress on the third syllable. University. Ver. This has the vowel, the R vowel consonant combination, just one sound. University. And the T is a flap T. University. University.
University of Michigan. University of Michigan. University of Michigan.
The word of, reduced, said really quickly. I'm not sure if I'm hearing a V. I don't think I am. But if it's there, it's very, very light. You can just make it a schwa. We reduce the word of to just the schwa a lot. University of Michigan. Michigan. 3-syllable word, first syllable stress. This is one of the words in American English where the letters CH make an SH sound. Michigan. Michigan. And there's a schwa in the unstressed last syllable. Gun. Michigan. So make those 2 unstressed syllables really low, flatten pitch, so we feel that unstressed feeling, just like here with where did you? Where did you? Where did you? Michigan. Michigan.
University of Michigan. University of Michigan. University of Michigan.
What did you think of the Midwest?
What did you think of the Midwest? Think and Midwest, the most stress there. Midwest. Stress is on the second syllable of that word.
What did you think of the Midwest? What did you think of the Midwest? What did you think of the Midwest?
Here, instead of where did you, we have what did you. How is that pronounced?
Did
you combine again to make a J sound? Did you? I'm not really making a y sound either. It's more just like, oops, I shouldn't write it like that, should I? It's a J sound, which in IPA is written Jew. Where did you? Where did you? I'll put that in quotes up there too. It's the J sound, not the y IPA symbol of the J. What did you? So did you combine? Also, what did combine? How do those 2 words sound together?
What did you?
So what did, we often pronounce that by dropping the T and just linking into the next word. What did you? So 3 syllables, what did you? Said quickly, low in pitch, flat, unstressed feeling. What did you? What did you? What did you think?
What did you think of the Midwest?
Of the. Now I'm sure there that I am dropping the V sound. It's just a schwa. Of the Midwest. Think of the Midwest.
Think of the Midwest. Think of the Midwest. Think of the Midwest.
West. And I do pronounce the ending ST cluster, both sounds. St. Midwest.
Midwest. Midwest. Midwest.
I liked it.
3 word thought group. What's the most stressed word?
I liked it. I liked it. I liked it.
The verb liked. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. The ED ending here is the T sound because the sound before was unvoiced. Liked, liked, liked. So light true T linking into the vowel I, liked it, and then a stop T because it's the end of the thought. I liked it. Smoothly linked together. I liked it.
I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. The people were really friendly.
What are the most stressed syllables in that thought group?
The people were really friendly. The people were really friendly. The people were really friendly.
The P. People were really friendly. That's what I hear. People being the most stressed, and then also really and friendly also being stressed. The and were, flat, low in pitch. The said quickly, unstressed. The people were. Of course, the unstressed syllable of the stressed word also feels unstressed. Poor. Really friendly.
The people were really friendly. The people were really friendly. The people were really friendly.
Do you notice he pronounced friendly without the D? And that's what I'm doing as well. Friendly. So we're doing that because sometimes we drop T or D between 2 consonants. And that's a common thing to do, especially when we're adding a suffix like the ly suffix. We have N, D, L. We're going to drop that D. Friendly. It's a little smoother. Americans do this all the time, so you can do it too. Really friendly.
Really friendly. Really friendly. Really friendly. I also love the snowy winters.
Okay, what do you hear as the most stressed word there?
I also love the snowy winters. I also love the snowy winters. I also love the snowy winters.
I also loved the snowy winters. Okay, so loved, he definitely stresses that the most. I also, a little bit of stress there, loved the snowy winters. And then a little bit of stress on those 2 words as well. But loved is the most stressed.
I also love the snowy winters. I also love the snowy winters. I also love the snowy winters.
What's happening with the ED ending here? So the ED ending in loved would be pronounced as a D sound because the sound before was voiced. Vd, vd, vd. Now here we have a V sound before, then the D sound, then the TH of the. And I don't hear the D sound at all. Do you guys hear it? Sometimes this happens. We talked before about the ending D. When it's followed by a consonant, it's subtle, and it's just a quick vibration of the vocal cords. But sometimes between 2 consonants, just like here in friendly, it sounds or feels totally dropped, and that's what's happening here. I'm not hearing the past tense at all. I'm not hearing the ED ending. And sometimes this really bothers non-native speakers. Well, how do we know if it's past tense or present if you can't hear the ED ending? Well, because we know that we're talking about a place he used to live that he doesn't live anymore. So we know it's past tense. I also love the. So he's just dropped the D there.
I also love this. I also love this. I also love this.
There's one other sound that he's dropping in this sentence. Do you hear it?
I also love the snowy winters. I also love the snowy winters. I also love the snowy winters.
It's the T in winters. What's going on here? Well, one of the rules with T is sometimes Americans will drop it after an N, like in interview or internet, winners. That's what he's doing here. He's dropping the T, winners.
Winners. Winners. Winners.
Yeah, you don't get too many of those here.
Yeah, yeah. Up, down shape. Yeah. Of a stressed syllable.
Yeah, 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 you don't get too many of those here.
You don't get too many of those here. You don't get. So we have a stop T here, a stop sound. The N apostrophe T can be pronounced a couple of different ways. With a stop is one of the ways. That's what I did. You don't get to. Then we have a word that ends a T, ends in T, a word that begins in T. This T is always a true T. And so we combine them into just one sound, a true T, which has a stop and then a release. Get to, get to. You don't get too many.
You don't get too many of those here. You don't get too many of those here. You don't get too many of those here.
Actually, get, I'm going to say I'm reducing that vowel. It's not really eh. It doesn't have a stressed feeling. It feels flat to me. You don't get. You could think of that as a schwa or as an I vowel. Unstressed, those really sound the same to me. You don't get too many.
You don't get too many. You don't get too many. You don't get too many of those here.
You don't get too many of those here. The word to, even though it's a content word, it's said pretty quickly. The U vowel is pretty fast before a little bit of stress on many. Many of those here. And then more stress on here as well. Many of becomes many-a, many-a, many-a. Just the schwa linking into the end of the word. Many of those here. And that reduction links many to those with no break. Many of those, many of those, many of those here.
Many of those here. Many of those here. Many of those here.
So apparently the place where this conversation is happening is somewhere where it's a warmer temperature and it doesn't really snow in the winter.
You don't get too many of those here. You don't get too many of those here. You don't get too many of those here.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. Little up down shape of stress, released P. Nope. Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Nope with the O diphthong O. Make sure you get some lip rounding there. Nope. Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Let's listen to the whole conversation one more time.
How long have you lived in the U.S.?
About 6 years. I moved here for grad school.
Oh, where did you go?
University of Michigan.
What did you think of the Midwest?
I liked it. The people were really friendly. I also love the snowy winters.
Yeah, you don't get too many of those here.
Nope.